following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Oh no, it is Loki. He's coming to get me.
I will get you soon. We get a 30.
What?
I've got a low gain up there somewhere. It's not low gain, it's Garrus.
We'll paint him up.
Yeah. Well, actually, Brendan could do that. He's talented.
I'd get some more practice.
Garrus is like a whole 2 action figure scales.
Yeah, so he's being
So it's about right, yeah.
I enjoy the feelings of cactuses in my ass. Well, you're going to get the opportunity to feel lots of that once I arrive. You are bringing cactuses? I plan to recover them on the mission site.
Salute, Marie.
You get to 30, was it?
Yeah.
Roll 1d4 and 1d20.
Oh, you better roll low. I'm telling you, man.
1 on the
Alright,
D4.
alright.
That's what you want.
Oh, it's a 13, not a... And a 13, I thought it was an 18.
That's on the upper side of half, Brendan.
Yes.
Dick, I'm very disappointed in you.
We don't have time.
He's not even wearing his Zardoz shirt.
I didn't have time.
Yes, you did. We started at 6.
You know, but I just decided to work more.
I think you're going to end up in the same position Ray is in.
1 day and 3 hours.
1 day and 3 hours.
Thank God you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Well, plenty of time to do all the... But we are never getting back in time now. Jesus.
If we just go straight from there to...
I had plans to buy a whole bunch of porn and then have Jim and Daniel's room plastered with it.
You don't know they're leaving.
No, but I knew that they would go to that cop bar to watch the event unfold a thing, and I was going to pay some of their co-workers to just prank their bird. Damn it.
Wouldn't that, since you are not there now, technically count as bribing a CSEC officer?
I think the sergeant would overlook that because Jim has probably pranked her.
Are you
doubt
assuming the
that.
sergeant has a sense of humour?
She doesn't.
That Logan has not given her?
It would still be worth getting in trouble.
Yeah, okay. So long as you're willing to roll your own dice. There we go. God, my eyes hurt under bright light.
Well, not bad for...
My boss
First
installed
time
2
going
new
to a
fluorescents
destination.
right over my workstation.
Oh, no.
He's being nice.
Fortunately, I know how to water damage them so they don't work. Joking. I don't know how to do that yet.
Google is a thing.
Is it? It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't.
I mean, it shouldn't. It spies on you. It's evil. It curates responses to push agendas. It should be an apolitical search function. That's what it made it good. Now you can't get results you want.
Stupid chief.
Okay, so we need to fill in time. So, we're going to spend 6 hours on day 1, at the end of day 1 before dinner, going over proper base assault and guerrilla tactics against principally human emplacements of religious psycho nut jobs, so we can do.
Point of note too, you're going to have a good deal of your journey is going to be on Wednesday, which is your training day anyway.
Well,
What was point of note 1?
Well, then we'll do it then on that day.
What was point of note 1? Please.
You did say point of note 2.
2.
No, T-O-O.
Oh.
So, okay, so you can't spell. What was point of note 1?
Yeah, we'll do it than my joke.
Okay. Well, good chat.
So I'm guessing you guys want some kind of tactical bonus or something?
It would be nice.
I just want to establish everyone on the ground is considered an enemy combatant and doesn't get medical care until we're
So
clear.
we'll have to...
We can provide medical care from 100 feet away. It should be okay.
No,
Standard
no.
procedure is to zip cuff everyone. It's SWAT tactics.
Okay, so
Yeah, what are we even doing?
Yellow.
Gabriel Delgado is he's a psychopath.
Okay.
Absolute psychopath.
Actually, I believe he would be considered an ideologue.
Did you ever hear about any cult on the Citadel where the humans were mutilating other races?
No.
Read that as fast as you can, please.
I was tasked with
Follow projector on. Picture of the guy. This is Gabriel Felix Anton Delgado.
So many names.
It was like what?
It's not that many.
Yes. Rosarita, Santiago Papadopoulos, Rodriguez, Antoine Alabesque, Risi Picasso III.
Sally, you say Beth, did you?
No.
That's alright.
Born in Westchester, England on Earth, he grew up in the early 2200s, attended Cambridge and Eton, educated and eventually joined the Catholic seminary. I'm assuming this is correct, because we did get a brief biography on him at one point.
Oh, that what did you say? That Time to Pray group of people, right?
Yes.
Right.
Becoming distressed at the discovery of the artifacts on Mars and eventually the Relay 314, or Pi Relay, it is believed that he left the seminary and set up his own splinter group of the Christian faction, believing it was not enough for it to be time to get on your knees and pray, but instead that human beings were made in the image of, since they were made in the image of their maker, a god figure known as Yahweh, or Yahweh, I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. He formed his cult, dedicated to the inherent philosophical and physical superiority of humans over others. His objective, that only humans exist. In 2163, he began kidnapping various Asari and other races here on the Citadel and subjecting them to humiliating, torturous deaths, all in the name of psyching up his cult full of rabid followers to believing him some sort of messianic figure. Same year, he escaped from CSEC custody and made his way, we believe, to this base, which we also fucked up.
He wasn't there when we got there.
Unfortunately. Well, hopefully we bag him this time.
The problem is, you may feel like having to heal non-combatants, which is what we normally would do. You cannot do that in this mission.
Because they could be fanatics. Well, they probably will be fanatics.
Well,
Picture of Logang.
They also might genuinely want your help, but be in a state that if you move to help them, you're gonna die.
Right.
I literally witnessed him feeding a Batarian to these worms things that cored him, ate him through. I killed the guy because I shot him because nobody wants to live in that state. And then I had to run for my life.
It is also possible that this slave rehabilitation center is a direct trap aimed at our group, who have thwarted him twice. It is known that we help slaves.
It's also worth noting that I sent the facility a brief on looking for my brothers, so if they put 2 and 2 together, you were as part of the messages I was sending away.
Now, obviously, because of the possibility of innocence there, we can't just Mac cannon the site from orbit. Right?
no,
I would hope not.
we can't.
It might be the unconverted, as we might call them.
We're also not in the terminus system either.
And?
So we are still within not council space, but we're on the fringes.
Does that mean we're ideally bringing this psycho back? To use your term for him.
No,
Alright then.
We'll bring him back,
Body bagged.
preferably.
I think it is very important that this psychopath goes on trial publicly so that others can learn of what he intended. But I'm not going to try real hard.
I agree with that.
It's a fair point.
If at all possible, but don't risk yourself. Now, I've made some improvements to your armor.
Oh, everything.
Look, it has been buffed to a chrome finish.
You know, if well,
So, polishing.
I keep forgetting that humans are very greasy. Not a big problem my species has.
look,
I've also
my
moved-
hands are sweaty. I was just installing the sweet new gun mods. I can't really test in the ship.
I've also adapted the helmet a bit so that the visor is a little more armored up here, and it angles down so you look mean. And I moved the helmet lights up so that they would look like little eyes right there.
While we're on the subject of that armor, I know most general armors have some form of allowance for these, and I pulled up a stim pack. Use it as their sealed suits. You need somewhere to apply, like in this case, antivirals. Where is that on this suit?
It's in the hip port. You open up the little flap and you put it in there. Right beside the grenade pocket. See, if you run your hand along there, you'll feel two little ridges. That one opens that little thing, and the other one opens your grenade.
Excellent.
Like I did.
Don't get those mixed up.
I'll just put a grenade back in the. Okay.
Right. So beware of the old people landmine trap.
Not just humans, but everybody.
Everyone gets zip cuffed. We don't go out. After
Sorry,
people and
Baturians.
I mean,
Baturians.
I mean, they might go so far as like, I don't know another term for this. We'll call it human shields, using or deliberately throwing the wounded at us, so that if, as we're moving in, you use up all of your healing resources,
On Earth,
saving lives.
During the Vietnamese police action and later Korea, the North Koreans and Viet Cong would often deliberately wound soldiers in the middle of the battlefields so that their fellows would try to rescue them and open themselves up as targets. Entire platoons were shot, unable to bear the torture's screams of their comrades, who would often, if it was not initially effective, get another bullet fired into a non-lethal area to make them cry out more. Expect no less from this psychopath.
Right.
He could
It's
also
actually a fairly good tactic.
I can't argue that.
he could have planted bombs in or on anybody, especially the fanatics. The fanatics.
Fortunately, we have an explosives expert, so Zardoz will be responsible for making sure we don't blow up.
I mean,
Right.
okay, just to get
No pressure.
to get the image
Oh no,
into
there's
your
a lot
head.
of pressure.
To get the image into your head, they were also unarmored, wearing big cloaky things, trying to tear me apart with their bare hands.
What is it with cults and big cloaky things?
It disguises your appearance and hides who you are. More effectively than a little scarf.
And they're very motivated. Like, they're not slow
Okay.
for wearing that amount of...
Right. So this is probably the hardest mission I've gone on now.
Or it could be a dawdle.
It could be nothing. That's the other thing. This place could be genuine,
Wrestle
and,
boys?
and all we're doing is we're coming here to drop the Mac cannon off.
Right.
Yeah, just a horrific coincidence with a terrible name. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
buy it either.
I don't buy it, but again, it's just go in there, diplomatic for a start. You guys do what you do best and find out for us.
understand.
Sooner rather than later, because if we find, we'll obviously go there with the pretense of giving them the Mac cannon, which they possibly will know about because I already talked to the planetary humans that they.
It's a good thing we didn't send the Mac cannon on ahead.
He's not wrong.
He is not wrong. Can you set a program in the Mac cannon just in case that we can shut it down from orbit? Something hidden and deep inside it.
From orbit, it would have to be some kind of program. I don't have anything that could trigger a small device across that range. That might
Wire
be
an explosive into the firing mechanism so that if they try to use it, it just blows up.
smart. If everything's above board, we can remove it before we leave.
They will look.
I'll get right on that.
We must also not fall into the trap of presuming that just because they're stupid, evil humans, that they don't know things. Religious ideologues do not necessarily mean fools.
I see no offence.
Well, they are stupid, evil human.
It's a descriptor to you. What's wrong with you?
Sorry,
I call you old man.
I'm just a bit on edge.
Is it because you're nervous about giving a speech?
No, that doesn't bother me.
A lot of people have fear of speaking in public. I can help if you want.
No, I'm fine.
Well, yes, but...
Any other questions?
No, I think I understand the situation.
Get an appropriate loadout.
I only have one at the moment, so that's fine.
Just
I'll bring the stun rifle.
reminding the GM that I have activated harpoon rounds in my sniper rifle. Just,
I deactivate high explosives on my shock. But now I go to plant an explosive device, so I'm happy.
So what else are we doing for the day and 3 hours we have?
Apart from our training, I wish to do some of my first aid.
Okay.
In this, which I discovered again, first aid is indeed the correct one. I was using medicine before, but the numbers weren't the same. It turns out
first
that
aid is what I've been upping in your thing, because you've got to get first aid first.
turns out for what I originally wanted to do, I entirely wasted a feat I didn't need, acquiring medicine, thinking I would need it. But it's helpful with it anyway, so I'm not that sad.
Well, you're a doctor, surgeon, poet, pilot.
Doctor, surgeon, power pilot.
Soldier, explosives, man. Only a
Go
sec.
new justice team.
How much of our storage have we lost with still having the guns there? Do we still
We have no
No,
storage.
there's no
Yeah,
storage.
there's not much.
I believe you can walk in there, but that's about it.
There wouldn't be much room for if you wanted to do training. You could do like pull-ups somewhere, but there wouldn't be much room for
Rosa
target
still
practice
has
or-
not been able to get in any training with the fucking jump jets.
Well, you won't be able to do that in this
There
ship.
wouldn't be room.
Or the new black hole gun.
Well, things happened.
Yeah, battlefield testing.
You would have
is
done your
the best
basic
kind of
zero-G
testing.
training.
She's done that, but that's jump packs and jet boots is what you're trained with in the N7 program.
These work in a similar way. There's back, shoulders, and
Worked well with your improvised
Kill.
use of it last time.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Honestly,
cut the shit out of that bullshit.
I just want to practice transitioning from floor to wall to ceiling.
do that with. You don't have those.
She does have the grav boots. You built them into the.
It's probably not the room, I'm afraid.
Yeah, even with it being empty.
Well, it isn't. That's the thing. It's very much not.
We need like some kind of
Because you've
training
got all the
facility
back
built
cannons
for
up
jump
there,
jets.
not
Probably
just
the
the
best
one.
place. I'm sure we could find something on the Citadel.
We don't have the Citadel.
Yeah, but that's true. They do.
We've got a big warehouse. We could use that
Yeah, true.
because it's not filled with stuff.
It has some stuff, but it's not full.
It's got the stuff you put in there already.
But it's not filled.
No. It's not there.
McDuck money bin style.
We'll see what happens after this
swimming
phase.
through
You're
it.
swimming through things.
Just your stuff. It's just Tempests and Stimpaks, but
Otherwise known as packing peanuts.
So would it be repair to hide this device? It's explosive type device.
It's a physical explosive. What are you using to make it? Like, what physical explosive do you have on you? Because you can't just magic a physical explosive.
So, if I use a small explosive, I'd have to hide it closer to something important, and they might look for me. So if I use a bigger explosive, I can have it further away from something.
You just want an excuse to use a big explosive.
Yeah, I will use the big boy detonation pack. I think we have one in the armor.
Isn't that fucking huge?
You know, you got to stop just
Like
using
huge.
2,000 credit bits of explosives.
You told me to wait. Aria gave us a bunch of effectively plastic explosives. So I'll use that.
Use that.
Don't you have fruit?
No, it's not going to be enough. I wish to
You
hide
can
it.
also modify grenades.
And-
You've got
and-
loads of.
That's not going to be enough.
And if you use the fruit,
But if I
you
do
in close proximity, why would they check for it?
I'm very sorry, sir. I've spilled my
Well, that
chutney on your
depends,
gun.
actually. You could make an intelligence roll.
I mean, I do like to make those rolls.
It doesn't look succeeding though.
That's not allowed. I mean, that is also very true. I get a 20 total. No, 21.
You do know, especially because the gun's disassembled, and you know you took it apart. You know how it goes back together. You do know of a way where you could use a smaller grenade that would. It depends how you want to set it up, but if you put it in the right place, it would cause the gun when it fired to actually cause more of the explosion than the grenade itself. The grenade would take out a major stability component, and then therefore when the gun fired, it would basically rupture itself with its own power.
It doesn't use any of our very nice explosives. It's just a
And you
single
don't need a big
grenade.
explosive for it, because all you're doing is taking out a safety feature and then making it.
I will take your suggestion. Is it a repair roll to find the correct place? Or
Yes.
do I just know?
And God knows if you need tape to put it in there, we got tape.
Oh, Slap it on with the might of Zeus.
35.
I thought these I didn't know these Mac cannons
you know how
weren't
to do
usually
it.
grey.
Sweet.
I mean, like, there's a ball of just something taped in there. I can't be bothered unwrapping that. It's probably fine.
6 hours later. Now fuck it, I'm done with this shit.
Six layers into the tape, and fuck it.
I don't care. Our gun's got cancer. It's still good.
So yes, I will set to work hiding that away.
Very good.
Very good.
What other like individual
Law.
law?
I'll ask Rose if she wants to do mind training,
Blue Valley.
but this time it's more focused around her trying to block things, because it was one of the things we had discussed is fortifying these guys' minds, especially Rose's, about being able to block things off, which she doesn't know how to do.
Does know how to do. Just not in this context.
From your other Asari friends, this is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, first aid.
First aid.
I must become a scholarly gentleman,
Why?
so I can wear a monocle.
We're a monocle now too.
No, you can't. If you don't have the stats, that doesn't let you. It's for
You
a
have to go
different
out and kill
class.
more things until you're smart enough to wear a monocle.
Yeah, that's how that works, Jace.
Okay, so this of course does mean, Rosa, that because of the way what TL is training and the means that she's going about it, that she could learn things about you that are hidden away.
Okay. Well, I mean,
about time.
without the armor bonus to my will, pretty much impossible. I mean, even with the armor, my
Not allowed.
willpower is 9.
Not allowed.
Yeah, and you have good defenses.
I think it's just a soldier.
Oh, that's good.
They need something. But all mine are like 2, 3. 16.
Okay,
Nine.
lucky that he doesn't
72.
go up into the point where, because he's pretty large, he's lucky he doesn't get to the point where his reflex defense is garbage because he's.
What's
so
your will?
large.
If I
Without
don't
the
get any
armor,
of the
5.
advantages of being that big, I don't get any of the penalties
10.
either.
What?
I got 10.
What?
With all your bonuses?
What bonus? I've got a charisma bonus
Yep.
and a bonus to the actual skill, and I rolled a 2.
Holy shit.
Alright.
From what
So,
let's suppose the rules terribly. You're gonna probably be like, no, her mental defenses are great!
okay, so that's 23.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
I don't even know what it was you were hunting for there.
Oh, just a random number, probably.
Better turn off my team shield. There we go.
Cool.
Oh, that's just depressing.
Literally still sitting there cradling gun. It's just like, I haven't had a chance to fire.
Is that
Ah.
Blackstorm Singularity Projector? Or BSP?
No. She's still a little bit afraid of the black hole gun.
Oh,
That's good.
Before I do lore, I do need to take that Blackstorm Singularity Projector, and I just need to take it to the workbench, clean it up.
Make sure
I
pirates
need
ain't fucked it up.
to use some of the paints we got around to recolor it to match her armor scheme, and
have
put
to
like
use
a stencil on the side that says BFG 9000.
For no reason.
Well, hang on, I just need to edit something here real quick.
You changed to BFG now.
BFG 8000.
So you guys.
It's very
we can
similar.
basically have a
Depending on what
BFG
game we play.
9000, but-
Oh, it's the CA BFG.
Yeah, no, I haven't made any actual
He didn't
modifications
make
to
it,
it.
so
I
yeah,
didn't make it.
He's not gonna
We're gonna
claim
put-
that it was his.
No.
We're going to put 2 more barrels on it and it's going to spin and then it can be a C.
No, that's what your shotgun's
A
going to do.
minigun version of it. It fires like 1,000 black holes.
Okay, so I do
per
actually have this
second.
idea to modify it so that it drops a grenade into the thing as it goes along. So when it goes along, it gets to the end, it will then kick off all the things that have gathered up in there and explode. So, and then that is actually more like how the BFG 9000 operates. And then I will call it the Enhanced Blackstorm Singularity Projector, or BFG, the big fucking gun.
It's the biggie smalls. It turns the big
I
things
guess
into
this-
small gibbs.
Big and fires gravity.
Tiala's truth sense training. Even though it's more the reverse of it.
Yeah.
So what were you trying to discern?
Nothing. It didn't work. I couldn't get through. I think I'm distracted by this.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. No, that makes perfect sense.
Does Rosa want to learn anything in particular? Anything?
No, she will just spend her time maintaining the guns, making sure the new ammo mods are set, leaving the guns arrayed out on the table, and just doing sit-ups and push-ups and stuff.
Plenty of juice. It actually counts as physical training.
There we go.
Plus 8 damage.
You guys have enough time to do a second lot of something or other, so whether you
And that
just
would
want to
be
do the same thing again and double up on it.
2d10.
I'll
plus
try it
1.
again.
I don't know what bonus that gets, but it's probably 16, so that's good.
There we go. 19 on the die.
Still possible.
Okay,
Yep.
so what are you?
Which is
Just
multiplied on crit.
Trying to get whatever.
Yeah.
Also 19.
And your defense is way higher than her number. So
Oh
you
no,
still-
19. Yeah, 19 on the die plus 6 plus 2. So
Well, I get to 19 total.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you got no will.
No, that I
That was
rolled
total.
a 13 plus
Oh,
5.
gotcha. Yeah. So you'll pick up on whatever Rosa was thinking about to not think about at the time. So that's
Actually, Rosa's probably thinking about the thing that she's absolutely not supposed to let another Asari know, which are the things that her Asari girlfriends asked her not to let anybody know, which is the whole two people linking thing.
You
Absolutely.
know that Rosa has linked with them both at the same time.
He's sick.
Oh, Tiala, you're making your face. Your face. Your face. Your face.